While we generally consider local area individuals in a given geographical area, the word can honestly allude to any gathering, sharing something in like manner. This may imply to more modest geographical regions and areas, a lodging, undertaking, or advancement, a provincial region, or two various other potential networks inside or more extensive topographically categorized local area. Understanding the local area involves understanding its anything but various ways, regardless of whether the local area is categorized topographically. It's anything but a geographic setting, a setting that exists in Number 2, the most important issue facing Pasco businesses is recovery from the loss of revenue and regular customers created by COVID-19 pandemic. The City Council should help businesses by implementing a freeze on local taxes that businesses are required to pay and work with organizations like the Chamber to figure out what other policies the city can enact. Number 3, while the tri-urban areas are comprised of discrete urban communities, we share specific interests, administrations, qualities, and cultures. As a result, our local area is more grounded together. As a city council member, I will look at the My Tri 2030 Regional Vision Initiative as an important reference point for where Pasco needs to go. As a city council member, I will push the council to work corporately with different urban communities to accomplish shared objectives and other types of assistance to our residents in a productive way. Yes, it does, because a core component of my vision is managing growth by working more with businesses and other local governing bodies in our region to stimulate sustainable and equitable growth that can keep up with Pasco's population. I believe the greatest area of common ground in my city's land use an economic development plan and my policy ideas as a candidate is the idea of working in partnership with regional and more local partners to stimulate the economy, strengthen our city's infrastructure, and create a community where everyone feels welcome and where everyone can share in the benefits of our economy.
I will start by asking a question. What has the current administration done for local businesses? Coming out of the pandemic, I've heard they've become more of a barrier than a supporter. We need to end this era of rubber stamp representatives who put local businesses last, and we need to start putting them first. I've been preparing to be on city council since I sat on my first board at 23 years old. We need fresh eyes and a bold approach to the challenges ahead of us. The most pressing issue facing Pasco revolves around a strong and smart recovery from COVID-19. Everything else should take a back seat. We don't need politicians right now, just leaders with a servant's heart. That's what qualifies me for this position. The most pressing issue facing Pasco businesses revolves around a strong and smart recovery plan as we move on from the effects from COVID-19. Issues plaguing business owners revolves around not having funds to pay their rents, liquidity to conduct daily business activities, as well as the funds to pay their taxes and fees. The pandemic exposed that many businesses lack the basic technical skills, such as bookkeeping. I believe we should invest upwards of $2 million from the American Rescue Plan funds as a start. We need to work with an outside consultant agency as well that will work with local businesses and community stakeholders so that we can implement the best practices to get our businesses and economy back to where it was prior to the pandemic. I believe by teaming together and working as a unified front rather than on individual fronts, we can get our goals accomplished for the Tri-Cities. The success of my fellow sister cities is a success for the whole region. We should not be in competition with one another. Working collaboratively by investing in roads, multimodal forms of transportation, infrastructure, access to education will allow our business community to thrive. The impending growth of our cities is staring us right in the face, and I support all proactive efforts to handle that growth and continue the prosperity we have seen in our region. At the end of the day, we need representatives who are about action and not campaign rhetoric. My Tri 2030 is a good start, but we need follow through. I noted earlier that the era of rubber stamp representatives needs to end. We need to hold our representatives accountable and ask for the results. It is noted in the comprehensive plan that we need over 15,000 new housing units to meet our housing needs. The last figures showed us we only permitted for barely over 500 homes. The economic development plan notes that we should assist in the expansion of businesses. Other than handing out CARES Act funding, what other policies have aided businesses during this time? The policies sound good, but where are the verifiable results? My vision revolves around best practices which will yield verifiable results. These plans should not be put on a shelf to collect dust. We need to see that they are working for our business. We need to see that they are working for our businesses and our community.
My background and experience involves working as a small business development officer for the past 6 years. I was able to assist small businesses with their unique lending needs from startup to expansion. During the pandemic, I submitted and processed hundreds of Paycheck Protection Program loans to the SBA to ensure these small businesses received funding to stay open and to cover payroll costs. I have served on the Tri-Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Board for the past 6 years, with 2.5 of those years as president. During that time, I was able to invite SBA and other business resource groups to give training and important resource information to small businesses, plus technical training seminars in Spanish. Lastly, I currently represent the Hispanic Chamber on the Association of Washington Business Grassroots Alliance, which advocates for small businesses. The pandemic took a toll on many of our local businesses, and now they are facing a labor shortage, B&O taxes, and code enforcement fees. The city can help alleviate some of these issues. First, the council can consider halting or deferring financial burdens placed on small businesses for a minimum of 60 days. Second, utilizing some of the federal funds to create a local relief fund with financing options. Third, cities should consider redeploying staff to provide technical assistance to business owners with special efforts to reach out to minority-owned businesses. Fourth, survey the small businesses to evaluate their impact. Lastly, create a central online one-stop shop for resources, tools, and information for small businesses in both English and Spanish. I was involved in the early stages of the My Tri 2030 Regional Vision Initiative, and I am definitely in support of a regional vision. City Council can advance regional projects by investing in more bi-county projects such as roads and bridges. Possibly a third bridge to alleviate traffic, which will also be attractive for tourism in the area. Second, invest in shared services such as the animal shelter. Third, our 911 program, which is a shared service that we definitely want to see continue being shared. Lastly, I would like to see City Council advocate for a regional detox center. City Council just approved the current comprehensive land use and economic development plan for the next 20 years. My vision for the future of Pasco aligns with the city's vision as outlined in the plan, which includes the development of the Road 100 area and infrastructure projects, while also investing in East Pasco, which is an area ripe for business investment, and downtown Pasco. Road 100 is going to open up more economic possibilities by attracting more businesses, the growth in apartment buildings, and diversity in housing supply that the Pasco plan proposes is exactly what we need to be doing to cut down on the homeless population and to make sure we are creating a Pasco that works for everybody. The plan also addresses our senior citizens and first-time homebuyers.